Hey everybody, welcome to the SkyLounge, here to review some Vegas Golden Knights action as we win 3-0 against the Nashville Predators. Woo! Kind of refreshing to get a shutout for once. Not conceding a fucking goal. Having Marc-Andre Fleury in the back, back in the lineup too, and in the back right there, near the post, just smiling, keeping those goals out. It feels good. It feels good as a Vegas Golden Knights fan. And really, the Vegas Golden Knights came out in a scurry. And what I mean by that is they just went at the puck, just try to attack and just be aggressive as hell. And you know what? If Uncle Petey DePablo wants to go that route, I'm all for it. If it means wins, I'm all for that shit. So keep it going. And so the frustrating part about the scoreless first period is the amount of fucking penalties both teams were taking. So the Vegas Golden Knights actually took 3 penalties in the first period, whereas Nashville took 2. So with all those opportunities, neither team scored. And you began to feel, all right, if you keep letting, penalties get in your fucking head and then you just start tripping guys up, start taking dumb penalties, there's going to be a lot of scoring chances given. But fortunately for the Vegas Golden Knights, while going into the second period, outshooting the Nashville Predators 14-2, still gave up another penalty. It's fucking crazy how many goddamn penalties these guys were giving out. And by the time they give up their fourth, I'm just like, all right, fuck it, that's it. I'm done with the penalty thing, because of course they're gonna somehow miraculously get this shit out of the way, where Nashville just could not generate shots for whatever fucking reason. Offense to defense, defense to offense, just a fucking mess. Whereas the only bright light and the only positive thing that you could talk about in this game for Nashville is Pecorine. Pecorine was absolutely amazing. The only reason why this goal, the goalless drought was kind of going all through the first period, and unfortunately for them, but fortunately for the Vegas Golden Knights, Chandler Stevenson gets the goal in the second period, 5 minutes and 14 seconds in, and it's Mark Stone who actually just dangles the puck around a little bit in a neutral zone, zips the fucking pass to Chandler Stevenson all alone because Stone had 2 fucking defensemen on him. And Chandler Stevenson has just been an absolute fucking dynamite since he's been in the Vegas Golden Knights. And for him to get his 10th goal of the season, he just keeps it going. And I believe this is a guy who's probably going to get his 20th goal this season by the tail end of this regular season, right? And be an immense asset to the Vegas Golden Knights moving forward. I mean, a center of his magnitude where you could play him any line. I mean, same could be said for Paul Stastny. And when we speak of centers, we got to give a shout out to our boy Nicolas Roy before we get ahead of ourselves. But Roy does get a goal in the third period. But here's the thing, boys and girls. While Nashville takes their 3rd penalty in the game, Vegas doesn't capitalize. They just kind of dilly-dally on the power play, unfortunately. And what's crazy was when Vegas was on the penalty kill earlier, they seemed to have more short-handed abilities and better opportunities in that spectrum. Whereas on the power play, it's already like, oh god, they're gonna muck it up a little bit. But I will say this, a little subtlety that I've noticed about the power play with the Vegas Golden Knights for myself personally. I've been bitching about the fact that the Vegas Golden Knights power play takes at least 45 seconds to a fucking minute to generate any sort of shots after a nauseum of passing just the fucking puck. And now it's more like 20-second bursts. And if it's a new assistant coach to Uncle Petey DePablo, and Petey DePablo just understanding the dynamics of how to work these guys in the power play scheme, kudos, because that is some good shit that I started noticing. I'm like, okay, cool. Power plays okay now. All right. But heading into this third period, the Vegas Golden Knights were out shooting the Predators 29-8. And by the time we start reading stats for the goaltenders, you're going to realize how many fucking shots the Vegas Golden Knights were actually generating throughout the entirety of this game. So, out shooting the Nashville Predators 29-8, you began to feel, all right, Nashville is not bringing it. For whatever reason, they got these guys where they should be doing better. Yossi, Duchesne, Forsberg, all these cats right now should be doing better, but nothing coming of it. And again, Pekka Rinne being the only guy seeming to want to play the game of hockey for Nashville is saving the day. He is keeping it a 1-0 game. And in the final 10 minutes of the game, you start realizing as a Vegas Golden Knights fan, oh shit, you are up 1-0. What the fuck is going to happen? Are you going to blow another lead? The thoughts start creeping up, okay? And it's the old Gallant days. I know it's a bit disrespectful to say shit like that, but listen. We're in a new era of Vegas Golden Knights hockey, and we just got to embrace this shit, all right? Because in the final 10 minutes, you know what happens? Vegas Golden Knights nut the fuck up. Like my old boy, James Neal, they nut the fuck up and score goals. And again, this is where Nicolas Roy, shout out to the fourth line center, Nicolas Roy, getting the goal in the third period, 11 minutes and 16 seconds in, on a play where Nosek is so pivotal in this play where he glides the puck in. He pretty much plays blocker like a fullback for our boy Nicolas Roy. And Roy getting the goal on Pekka Rinne just felt like a game dagger backstab to the Nashville Predators. And the Predators fans were stunned. I mean, visibly and audibly, they were stunned. And you couldn't help but feel a little bit of sympathy because of the way the Vegas Golden Knights are playing so brashly in terms of the penalties, getting another fucking penalty at the very tail end of this game. But Nashville just could not take their fucking chances on the penalties. And that killed them. That absolutely killed them in the end of this game. The Vegas Golden Knights, fortunately for them, Riley Smith, assisted by Jonathan Marchessault, getting the empty netter pretty much meant this game was done. And it's unfortunate for the Nashville Predators because they're in this very precarious situation in the standings where if they slip up and not gain any points, other guys within the same standing, guys like Arizona, they're going to creep up and they're going to catch up on you. As for the Vegas Golden Knights, massive 2 points under Uncle Petey DePablo, who is now 3-1-1 with the Vegas Golden Knights. Now, we do got to talk about, in my eyes, the one star of the game, who is Pekka Rinne. 36 of 38 shots on saves and 947 save percentage. This game was not his fault. Nobody else in the fucking Nashville Predators team showed up. And so Rinne was really left out there to dry. Whereas Marc-Andre Fleury, 19 saves on 19 shots. Not a lot done on the offensive department for Nashville. So where we left off in the beginning of the third period where they had 8 shots, they only generated 11 more fucking shots in the end of the game, in the third period. So that says to me, Nashville looks crapped out. They don't look that good, and in the worst time imaginable, right? Whereas for Marc-Andre Fleury, who nets his 59th career shutout, 20th win on the season, 12th time in his career he's been able to do that, and now currently sitting at 5th in all-time wins as an NHL goaltender, surpassing, who not really surpassing, but right there in the thick of it with Henrik Lundqvist, who sits at 458, but now Marc-Andre Fleury 459. Absolutely incredible to watch the career of Marc-Andre Fleury just keep flourishing and bloom like his nickname flower suggests. But credit to our boys today getting on a back-to-back night. Not a close distance, is it? Raleigh to Nashville. So credit to our boys on getting the job done. There's not going to be a game until Tuesday, I believe, and I want to say that's Tampa Bay, but I could be wrong. So I got to check the schedule on that. Please correct me if I'm wrong. But the Vegas Golden Knights do have some tough road ahead. Lots of in-division games, in-conference games that are going to be just down the wire because points are very, very scarce this time of year. Teams are buttoning up, and the Vegas Golden Knights no less different. I mean, got to keep buttoning up, got to keep it going. So, hey, go Knights go, getting the win, getting massive 2 points. So, let's hopefully they keep that shit rolling. So boys and girls, follow me at the Sky Lounge on all the links in the description below. Like, comment, subscribe for more daily contents. Go Knights, go. Now fuck off.